have I've thought about it along the way, like, damn, why do I fight with a lot of people, right? But at the same time, man, I thought, damn, is it me?
Have
But
you
I've
and I
had
fought yet?
I,
Have you and I
what's
fought yet?
nah, we I don't think so. Like,
Do you anticipate that happening?
nah,
Okay,
you
so it
know,
ain't you. It's not you.
yeah. And there's people that I've talked to, that I've been talking to for years, even if we have like political differences. Like, there's people that I talk to in this community that I've spoken to for years, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye on politics or whatever, and but we continue to stay friends and continue to have respect for each other. And I think that's what a lot of people in the entire nation is lacking, is that mutual respect for someone that you may not like, or you may not understand, or you have even political differences. I've seen friends who have political differences and they fucking don't talk to each other anymore after so many
You
years. So
know what the well, here's the trap with that. People are too busy defending politicians instead of discussing specific.
yeah.
If the conversation stays on just the issue and not the politician, people will have a greater meeting of the minds a lot more often. But
Yeah.
that's another one of the things that the powers that shouldn't be don't want us to realize. They want us to argue over Puppet from Team D as opposed to Puppet for Team R. Team R and Team D are the same team.
hmm
So if people just embrace that much, we're in good shape, you know.
hmm
But no, you haven't been an asshole to me yet, and I don't anticipate it. But again, I give you full permission to be critical of me, and of course, I don't mind the occasional pat on the back either. You know.
And it's I think you have good intentions, for what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You've had good intentions with me, with the community, the people that you speak of, and I think
Thank you.
you're perfect for all of this.
Yep.
There's a lot, in reality. It's more of trying. There's a lot of shit that'll pull you, and a lot of stuff that people infighting and all kinds of shit. But in reality, one of the things I think that has helped me continue to do what I do. Um, Sometimes, I see the views go up and down and shit, but in reality, I think the more important thing is to, whether you get a lot of views or whether you don't, is just continue the work. Try to progress. Try to understand what's happening. How the patterns, the what police does, with their policies, and government does with, federal versus state, and fucking, and Democrats versus Republicans, and all this shit, and understand things like the Hegelian dialectic. And I think I personally am trying to figure those things out, rather than go through all the bullshit, that the drama and all that. Like, I kind of try to ignore all that and try to focus on different things, like how could I improve, not just the channel, improve my channel, but how could I improve in the work and my understanding of fucking government and how it operates, and things like that, and like, for instance,
Yeah.
the stuff that all happened locally. Like, I learned a lot from what happened in Arvin.
Yeah.
Today we just got a man to fill the fifth seat. His name is Tim Tarver. He's a black man in Arvin, right? And he used to be a city council member. From my understanding, I'm hearing a lot of good things about Tim Tarver. So it looks like the work that we did in Arvin, California, is making a complete turnaround and a change for good. When Tim Tarver used to be
Oh, let me just jump in. Let me just jump in, folks. 7 police chiefs are off the job because of the guy I'm talking to right now.
I don't. Well, I wouldn't say because of me, but I do believe that I am just a tool or an engine to help with, get there. A lot of people, a lot of these stories are other people's stories, and it's just me trying to
A
highlight it.
13-year old runaway is back home because of your effort, because of your platform.
yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
God put you here to do some good work, and you're doing it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of shit is a lot funner to do than fucking gang banging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Going out. that was kind of fun, man. You know,
And by
chasing.
gang banging, he means being a cop. Oh, that's right. I said.
Yeah, no shit. Well, if you think about that particular incident, man, I think sometimes government gets in the way and circumvents justice. Bureaucracy gets in the way of justice. Just like when I was trying to turn in the that missing girl's paper or her flyer to the sheriff department, they're like, "No, you need to call and make a report." And I'm like, "No, I don't." They're like, "What kind of car are you in? What's your name?
Yeah, they were
Like,
too busy
what's
trying
your?"
to do you. Yeah.
And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" I go, "I'm here to drop off this flyer. Why are you trying to get my information? Like, this is happening in your jurisdiction, in your area where you patrol. You
I
know,
mean,
I'm
you
trying
would think that if a dispatcher gets a call, hey, there's a missing runaway 13-year-old who we believe is in the house of a 20-year-old who's not a custodial guardian in any capacity whatsoever. You would think, the priority wouldn't be getting all your information, but so.
Yeah,
Uh, but
it's
but
it's
hey,
it's insane.
you promise you'll do some stuff with me on my Rumble channel so we can talk and much more unfiltered
No
and
doubt.
I want to get with Rights Crispy and even some people that I disagree with, you know, um, politically, to talk some things through, because I really believe that the core of political disagreements is focusing more on the politician rather than just the issue.
Right. I think like what's crazy is I lose a lot of support sometimes because I'll say things like I don't like what Trump is doing or I don't like fucking what he's what he's done, and motherfuckers be like, "Oh, I don't support you now." And it's crazy because I did the same shit with when Biden was in power, like point out things I don't like and shit, and people, because I guess I pointed out things that Biden did back in the day. It made me look like a Trump supporter, and now
People
that I
people need
now
to realize they're looking for a political savior, and it's not going to happen.
right, and
Not going to happen.
yeah, we the people are gonna change it, man, and I think we have to learn how to have these political differences and still be able to follow each other or hear each other out and let me try to understand. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. There's David Nino Rodriguez, who I've done like several podcast episodes with. I still watch some of the stuff that he puts out, um,
Hmm.
because it's good for me to hear the argument of diehard Trump supporters and all the stuff that they're pointing out and they're saying, and you get to understand patterns. And same thing with like hardcore Democrats, like the Midas Touch. They have like everything that is against Republicans. They put shit out, and I watch some of that too, and I watch everything that everybody's saying because it's like um, the belief in the politicians on either side, the belief that they have, like they're like the Midas touch, they're propping up Gavin Newsom as the next savior and fucking he's better than Trump, and it's like the belief system is fucking insane, man. Like you can't tell nobody like fucking yeah, Trump and Epstein have more fucking pictures together than I do with any of my family members. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck?
Well, I'll save
And
my comments on all that for when we get on Rumble.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, if you say the truth about the orange god, they're really going to hate me. But again, stop focusing on politicians and focus on the law.
yeah. I've noticed that YouTube is this community is really strong about just focusing on the First Amendment and the Constitution, the
Yeah.
Bill of Rights, um, and just like when Biden was doing the whole mask thing, and then Trump using ICE as violating the Fourth Amendment, people are all of a sudden now okay. Well, the Fourth Amendment doesn't apply to people who are not from here, and it's like okay, well that's political. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit, it kind of ties in. So how do you not get political sometimes? And
You know,
I understand.
It should be offensive to everybody that guys in camouflage masks and dark glasses and hats are jumping out of vehicles and grabbing people off the street in a free nation. That's a problem.
Yep.
So, but we'll continue this another time. So, all
Yep.
right. Thank you, my friend, for doing this.
You're
And
welcome.
and
Anytime, anytime.
I know you're not feeling the greatest, so I appreciate what you're doing even more. And I want you to be strong, and I pray for you. You're the best. You're the only one out there, man, who I just completely trust, and I can't wait for us to meet face to face.
There's good people out there, man, but you can count on me, bro.
Yeah, there's some good people out there. I'm one of them, but it'll be great. Either you got to get out here, or I got to get out there, or both. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, so folks, Martin Retro Radio is now. We got a call, so that's where we went that name. And I ran it by him. I sent him like 3 or 4 options, and he didn't say anything. But when I sent him that one, that was the one he liked. So we got a call. It is.
Yeah, I think I did respond to that. I think I did let you know that I like that one. We got a call.
Yeah, you loved it because I sent you like 4,